All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Figured to go right back online to talk about this because this is pretty big. We've got a new Tesla Model Y, a cheap, inexpensive, lower price Tesla Model Y that brings it very close and really hard to pick a Model 3 over this. So let's take a look at it, unpacked it, because we've got a cheaper Tesla Model Y, cheap as it can be, $35,990, plus a probable savings price of $32,890. I mean, we can see what the calculations might be, even with some states. I'm thinking Colorado with state incentive electric vehicle discounts. We're going to see some pretty cheap Tesla Model Ys out there. So we're going to take a look at it. But before we do any of that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So let's unpack this, and I want to hear from all of you. What do you think about this? Because we've got posts from Sawyer. Tesla has introduced the Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive. If you didn't know what was happening before, there was a Model Y all-wheel drive that, of course, would be great for most markets, but there are some markets that don't need an all-wheel drive at all. I'm thinking like California for sure, Arizona, Texas, Florida, like all these places that it doesn't snow as much, right? And so we've got a rear-wheel drive coming to the play here in the US for a retail price, starting price of $43,990. Of course, that's base price before fees and everything like that. And it's actually $3,750 less expensive than the base all-wheel drive that was posted before. And so, of course, this also qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit, which brings it to a purchase price of $36,490. Of course, stack this with a $500 Tesla referral credit, just like the one down below in the description, to save an extra $500 off. And that brings us to an adjusted price of $35,990. So if you want to go to the websites, you can play around and see all of this yourself. You can see it's the actual purchase price is $43,990. You factor in the $7,500 in federal tax rate, and that brings you down to that. Of course, this is a base one with gray paint and nothing else added, but I mean, this is an impeccable value, that is for sure, because you get the size of an SUV, a small SUV, of course, probably a really good daily driver. And if you don't really drive in inclement weather, then this would be a great option for the rear-wheel drive version. You can see 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds, which is definitely on the slower side, that's for sure. If you go down to long range, you're going to get 4.8 seconds, but 6.6 seconds, I wouldn't say that's not a bad idea at all. And then, of course, most people will point out that this only has a 260-mile range, which certainly is on the lower side, right? Long range has 330 miles of range, but a rear-wheel drive at 260-mile range could be a little bit tough. People ask me this all the time, like, should you buy a rear-wheel drive or a long range? Well, really, if you have a home charger, like a charger at your house where you can plug in every single night, you're really not going to feel that bad with 260-mile range. It's really when you have to rely on the supercharger networks or do a lot of road trips or have a pretty lengthy commute, then that's really where you're going to feel this 260-mile range in its fullest. And so taking a look at this is a pretty old, or at least 1 month old price adjusted, where we take a look and we took all the different cheap inventory, or not cheapest Tesla inventory that was out there, and we see what is the lowest price out there, factoring the Tesla referral code, which is $500 down below in the description, and then also factoring any sort of inventory discounts that we have. So this is a website, waitingfortesla.com, which is our favorite Tesla inventory website, where you can see all the different discounts out there. We took the cheapest by each trim and each model, and you can kind of see that the price of a rear-wheel drive standard range Model 3 is $36,220 as the inventory price that's out there. So this is getting pretty close to what a Model Y standard range rear-wheel drive will actually be as well. So it'll be really interesting to see, because as this quarter moves through, because this is the beginning or the first month of the last quarter of the year where Tesla has to hit a big number to 1.8 million sales throughout the full year, we can see that Tesla, if they start to ramp up if this starts to have some traction, then they might need to do some inventory discounts, or they might not. So this is pretty exciting, because I am certainly going to be keeping my eyes out on for this one, because if Tesla starts to do inventory discounts like they're doing right now on all the different Model Ys, you can see it right here on the screen. Inventory discount, $4,770 off on an all-wheel drive standard range, another $4,000 off on a long range one, another one with $4,100 off. And the great thing about this is this doesn't factor in the $500 Tesla referral code credit, like the one down below in the description, where you can stack it with one of these. So the first thing you got to do is click open that Tesla referral code down below in the description, then head on over to Waiting for Tesla, find an inventory vehicle, or even go to Tesla's vehicle if you're looking to order a brand new one. You can see we got the green check mark applied, and that's where you can get and see and order your vehicle. It seems like right now, if you're looking to order a Model Y standard range rear-wheel drive, then you will get it basically this month or even next month. So we can easily see that Tesla has been planning to do this for a while now, and they decided to release this right on the day that they were going to release their expectations miss of the production and delivery numbers to try and get more sales of the Model Y. So I am certainly going to be taking a look at this to see, keeping my eye on this, because it would be nice to have another Tesla as a daily driver out there, because we've been putting out a lot of miles on this Model X, and if we can get a cheap one for maybe under 30 or maybe even right around that mid 30s, that would be a pretty nice value for what it is, because we don't need all-wheel drive where we're at. We're in California, of course. Rear-wheel drive is perfectly enough, and I don't really care about any of the frills. I just want a vehicle where I can just mileage up. 0 to 60 in 6.6 is definitely not the fastest, but I can imagine the 0 to 30 or the 0 to 40 miles an hour is just going to be good enough, especially because electric vehicles, as you know, have that instant punch, that instant acceleration, which is really all you need for city driving, highway driving, or anything like that. But let's jump into the live stream comments. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Ramon, hey Dennis, can you help me? I want to buy a Model 3 Performance. They have left Model 3 Performance in Florida only has one. Will they have more before Highland? They could. We have no idea if Tesla ended production of the Model 3. I don't think they did. I think they're going to roll with production throughout the end of the year. I think it just sold down because of all the inventory discounts, and also probably because gas is going up. And so, but we'll know more on the earnings call for Tesla. Jordan, the new Model Y is the slowest accelerating Tesla, correct? It seems like it is, but I mean, we got to see what the 0 to 30 is on that. I want to buy the current Model 3. What should I do? Any recommendations? Just wait it out. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at the end of this month or end of this quarter as Tesla releases more inventory. I certainly feel like Tesla is going to be releasing more Model 3s because they're still going to be producing. They still have to sell them unless they introduce the Highland. We have no idea at this point. But thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.